My cat may or may not be in the way today. He's just kind of chilling and vibing in here because he just loves attention. And yeah, oh, disgusting. Hello you guys, this is Future Ebony here. I forgot to record an intro for this video, so I'm actually recording the intro at the same time I'm recording the outro to this video. So without further ado, let's go hear from past Ebony. Take it away. So I'm currently in my car, you guys. I just got out of class and I'm recording this on my phone because this was an impulsive book shopping video, but I really want to see if I can find Magnolia Parks anywhere. I don't want to order it online because I'm impatient. I just kind of like want to have it in my hand, and that's the book I want to start. I'm kind of fixated on starting that book, so I need to find it. There was one specific store that said it had it in stock, but your girl is not driving 53 miles to go do that. It's just not happening. My game plan today is go and raid Target, and then after I raid Target, I'm going to hit up Barnes & Noble if I can't find anything that I like at Target. So I will see you guys when I make it to Target. I'm gonna be sad. They do not have Magnolia Parks. I'm gonna have to order it online. I think I'm gonna stick with the ones that I found and call it a day. Oh, it's pretty warm today, you guys. So I am putting my seatbelt on, and now we are off to Barnes & Noble, so let's do it. Funniest thing happened while I was in there. I was asking them if they could find a certain book for me. I'll tell you guys what that book is when I show them off, but it's like such an out there book. I feel like nobody talks about it, nobody really knows about it, and so I asked them like if they had any in stock, and as the lady's looking it up, there's like a single book on this cart, and the other girl's like, well, is it this one? And she goes, oh my god, yeah. And I was like, that's a sign. That is a sign that I needed to buy it. So I done spent all of my tip money, so now I can't spend any more money this week. We love that. I'm very happy with the stuff that I got, but it is hot outside and I am ready to get home. So when I get home, I will show you guys the books that I bought. All right, so we have made it back home, you guys, and I'm thinking about maybe taking the party outside. It's kind of nice outside today. It's warmer than it usually is, but I think it might be nice to go get some fresh air since it is the spring, even though the pollen and everything are working tragedies for my allergies, but I took allergy medicine for that, so hopefully we'll be okay. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and take this outside. I do need to at least bring like a blanket. I have all of my books that I got today while book shopping. I'm gonna go over those too. You guys are probably gonna see my ugly Walmart Gucci slides, so just don't comment on those. All right, so let me go grab everything, gather everything up, and then I will meet you guys outside. These are my Walmart Gucci slides. Whew, doggy. It's kind of warm, you guys. I've come to the decision that it's a little hot outside, so I'm actually gonna go change my clothes first because I'm already like sweating. Like I can feel my skin perspirating. So let me go change my clothes and I will be right back with you guys. All right, now that I'm changed and I'm good to go and I don't feel like I am just sweating, I think we can go ahead and get into the books that I got today while book shopping. I believe I'm gonna start with the ones I got from Target because I got less from Target than I did from Barnes. I feel like starting small is the best way to go and we'll work our way up, you guys. The first book that I got from Target is My Dark Vanessa, and I've been wanting to read this book for a good amount of time. I'm sure you guys already all know what this is about. I don't know why, I've just been into like darker themed books lately. I promise there's nothing wrong with me. I'm not going through anything, but for some reason it's what's intriguing me. So that was the first one. The second book that I got is The Paper Palace, and now this book I was really excited to read because this lady has been married to this man for, you know, forever pretty much, and they're older now. They're in like their 50s or their 60s. I think it's their 50s, but she has the chance to be with her, basically like her childhood romance and like her romance from over the years, and she has to decide between whether she wants to stay with her husband or whether she wants to take this venture out. I think it's gonna be a really wholesome read. I feel like it's gonna be cozy and I'm really excited. Now the last book that I got is because everybody hounds me because I do not read enough romance, and the third book that I got is By a Thread by Lucy Score, and I don't know why, you guys, why are her books so thick? Like, why are they so thick? A grumpy boss romantic comedy. I hope it has a little spice in it. I don't know what's in it, so I guess we'll just have to wait and see. These are the books that we got from Target, you guys. So the first book I'm starting with from Barnes & Noble is the one that I was telling you guys about, where I was asking the employees if they had this book on hand. One of the ladies was looking it up. The other employee was like, you know how they have their little like carts that they push with the books that they're putting up? This book was laying directly on top of that stack, and there was literally only one copy in the store, and it was that copy. We all were like, yes, it's meant to be. And that book is I Who Have Never Known Men. I would think that this would be considered like a horror novel, but I'm pretty sure it's just considered fiction. But it's just a creepy book, and I love my creepy books. It's about these women who are in prison, have never seen the day of light, how one new person comes along and the trials and tribulations, but it's a really short read. I think it's only about 150 pages. Very excited for this. All right, so keeping up with the theme of horror, the next book that I got is A Certain Hunger, and this book is basically about a woman who is murdering people. I think when I watched somebody review this, they said that she was eating the people, like kind of like a Dahmer situation. So keeping with the theme of creepy books, I got this one. This next book, I literally just walked into the horror section and I read a couple backs of the books and I picked this one out. I have no idea what's in this book. The next book is Baby Teeth. I have not went on Goodreads to see what the ratings are. I have not really listened to anybody talk about this book. When I read the back of it, I was like, okay, I might be able to get down with this. Apparently this lady's daughter just has something sinister about her. Like something ain't right. But it's one of those books where we'll just have to read it and see what happens. This book, I don't know if it's necessarily considered creepy. I don't know what genre it's considered to be, but the next book that I got is Night. I'm gonna mute that out because like I don't want to cuss on camera. Like my mom watches these. This book is about a woman that stops her art career to stay home with her child and then notices that she's starting to grow fur and she's turning into something. So it makes me question whether or not it's like a werewolf book, which I have not read anything that has werewolves in it literally since Twilight when I was like in middle school. Very pretty cover, obviously eye-catching, so you have to get it. But yeah, so that's this one. All right, you guys, I think we're moving away from the theme of creepy, so we're out of the creepy phase. Okay, so this next one I got is kind of like, I don't know the best way to say why I got this book, so I'm just gonna tell you what it is. It's Vladimir, and this book is basically about a professor who's been having relationships with his students, and I think it's supposed to be like sexy and dark. Correct me if I'm wrong. Like if that's like way off and that's not even what this book is about, is this book has been sitting on my Amazon wish list. The last book that I picked up today was All Is Well by Mona Awad. I just really wanted to pick up another book by this author because I had never heard of this author before I picked up the book Bunny, but if she's writing like creepy stuff like like that, then I would totally like to have another one of her books on my shelf. Can we talk about how all of her covers are like really pretty? Gorgeous. I told myself that I could only spend my tips this week, so all of my tips went to books. That concludes all the books we got while book shopping, you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Now, if you are ready for the second portion of this video, we are definitely gonna get into some reading today. I really want to finish If We Were Villains. I'm currently on page 114 of this book. I was a little nervous to start reading this, but it's actually kind of good. I'm getting to the point where I feel like I'm more engulfed in this book. I'm starting to understand the characters. I'm starting to see who is who. Also, at this point in the book, people's personalities are starting to show through. I don't know if this one character that they're kind of making out to be the bad guy in this book, like that character is like angry, doing kind of like ugly things to other people in the friend group. I don't know if that is to throw us off from who committed the crime, or if it's really just that obvious as to who committed the crime. If I guess correctly who the killer is, who I'm thinking in my head, and it's really that obvious, this book will get an automatic 3-star from me. It's just there to lead you astray, hopefully. And I will come back to you guys once I made a little bit more of a dent in this book, and I will update you guys. Alright, you guys, I think it's about time to head in because it is getting a little chillier now that the sun is starting to kind of go down and it's getting more shady. But I had a lot of fun reading outside. I would really like to finish this book tonight. We'll give it a try, but let's go and head inside, you guys. So I got to Act 3, and at the end of Act 2, something similar happened to what I was predicting was going to happen. No one's actually dead, but there was an incident that happened, and I feel like it was almost foreshadowed too much, if that makes sense. We'll see what happens. So Act 3 is gonna start back with Oliver talking to the detective again. At the beginning of every act, he talks to the detective, and it's kind of like an intro to the next part of him retelling what happened that night. I will say, I think that this author is actually really funny. The way that he writes things, or she, I don't know if it's he or she, but the way that they write things is really comical, and I feel like they put a good sense of humor into this book. Me previously being in theater when I was like in high school allows me to understand that humor a little bit more. Theater is just different. It's definitely a different environment, but a great time. I'm gonna jump back into this now. It kind of left us on a cliffhanger at the end of Act 2, so I'm excited to get into the next one, you guys. Why she wouldn't corroborate his story? Like, what do you have to hide? Everyone already knew about it. Like, why are we still hiding that? But yeah, if she would have just told everybody what happened, he probably wouldn't have went to prison. So it's kind of her fault because she literally was his alibi. So I don't know what game she's playing here. I am so lost in a good way. I'm lost in the way that I want to be lost, not lost in the way where I don't understand anything, but lost in I don't know who done it anymore or what's going on. We're gonna keep reading. We're gonna keep reading, okay? So I just made it to the 4th act. Not much has happened since the last time I updated you guys. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and keep reading, and then I will be back again in a little when I'm a little bit farther. page 263. They all just went on their Christmas break. Now they're back at school. They were auditioning for the next spring plays. Like, it's about to get juicy, or it should get juicy. That's like what the book is predicting. I feel like the past few pages or so have been a little slow, and I don't know if it's because I'm tired now or if it's because they were actually slow, but I'm gonna keep reading and hopefully get through this. I don't know if I'm gonna finish this tonight or not. It has been a long day and I'm kind of tired and I gotta work tomorrow, so. I have my headphones in and the music's still playing, so I don't know how loud I'm talking, but we have made it to Act 5, which is the last act. I'm excited. We still have not revealed who did it yet, so I'm still waiting. I feel like I've waited long enough, and I feel like the build up to it's been really good, so hopefully when it does happen, I'm like astounded, hopefully. And once I finish the book, I will be back, you guys. You know, that would make sense why he got falsely arrested. That makes sense now. I was very, very wrong about my predictions throughout this book. Oh my god, we're almost done with this book, you guys. I'm so excited. I don't know why. I feel like it's not even that sad. Like, I feel like it's not even like something that should have made me cry, and I feel like I'm being a baby. Like, yeah, it's sad, but I feel like I'm being overreactive about it. Maybe it's because, like, leaving things unsettled is sad, like, in that sense, because that's like Oliver was looking forward to settling some grievances. I'm trying to say this in like the least spoiler-y way as possible, but yeah, this is a roller coaster. Alright, you guys, I finished reading If We Were Villains 2 days ago. This book I have been thinking about ever since, nonstop. And that's how you know a book is good. When you finish reading it and you're still thinking about it because the characters are still like engraved into your brain, and you almost wish that there was more. Like, you wish there was more to the story. The reason I'm giving this book a 5-star rating is because I was intrigued throughout the whole book. I was excited to see who done it. I remember like the whole time throughout the book, I was like, I think I know who did it. And then it was like, I was right, but I was wrong. I feel like the author did a good job of like leaving little breadcrumbs throughout the book that like they make you think that you know what's gonna happen. I assumed I was really gonna be scared of like all the Shakespearean quotes in this book, but honestly they were really funny and lighthearted, and I really love the like dynamic of the friend group. I feel like you get a good feel for everybody, and it's not like you're only hearing about this one person or that one person. It's a really good mix. I fell in love with like the love that the main character had for one of the people in this book. It was cute, and then it was heartbreaking. Overall, I wouldn't trade the experience for the world. It was amazing and beautiful, and I really loved it. I definitely recommend this book to just about anyone and everybody. I had a great time reading it. Or people say that The Secret History is similar to this book, which makes me really want to read that one, but it's a little bit longer, and I don't know if it's as like lighthearted. It kind of makes me nervous because I feel like I have such high expectations now going from this book going into that book. I don't want to jump in that book right away because I don't want to compare it to If We Were Villains, because I want it to be a standalone. Like, I don't want to get the two confused. That is going to be it for this video. I'm so happy you joined me. If you made it to this point in the video, thank you so much. Leave a little heart down in the comments below. That way I know you made it this far, and then I'll go ahead and like it and like respond to you guys. If you did like this video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button down below, and also subscribe to the channel if you would like to see more of my face and more of my videos. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, Cub Scouts! Oh, you baby! Oh, you baby! Why are you so big? Say hi to everyone. Say bye! Bye!